a community and nice people, you can do better. I can do better.
Well, ho there! What a pleasant surprise. I was fair and sure that I'd never see you again.
Where are you off to?
Far away, God willing. Build bridges, say the wise, that people may better understand each other. Build a jetty, say I, so that a ship may come and we can leave. New Eden is a fascinating study for you and I. But for ordinary folk, it is, as I've heard it put, a shite hole.
Leaving sounds right to me, if these people learn from their mistakes.
They repent, Mistress Duarte. A new start elsewhere, away from the place in which they sinned, will do them good.
Spoken like a leader.
I fear, however, that not everyone shall listen. I fear what shall befall them if they stay behind.
We overheard you. What are you working on?
I, to my horror, am working on a speech. It's terrible. I don't even know where to start.
I'd speak of past mistakes and how they show you the way to a better future.
That might just work. Thank you!
Are things that bad?
Tell the truth, I don't rightly know. They don't trust me. They tell me nothing, and when they do, they're probably lying. And without the wards, well, I fear things will get worse before they get better. In fact, they already have. Spectres walk, and we are in need of a banisher, or two. If you can bring people peace, well, I doubt they'll be grateful, but perhaps they should have the strength to believe in a brighter future.
We've closed a couple of haunting cases. That might help.
Thank you. Truly. Here's to better days. Perhaps you'd have time to help me with my speech. 'Tis almost written. I need an ending, a high note on which to finish. I was thinking of talking about you. Would you permit it?
Tis your speech to your people. Trust yourself. Do what you think's best.
That could work, yes. With the added spice of your profound wisdom, I believe this speech will help restore the company to peace and temperance.
So, Lammy, what's the word around here?
What do you wish to know?
Tell me about the settlers. Anything strange to mention? Stranger than usual, I mean.
Folk have been quite lovely as it happens. Each tries to do their best and spirits are high. Thinking about it, that's actually really strange. Really strange indeed.
How fares New Eden and the Harrows?
It's not easy. I don't have my father's authority and people fear evil more than ever.
What about you, Lammy? How are you?
I'm well. Or as well as I could wish for. But I still have questions for you, mistress.
We have time for one or two.
I've seen how you move. Do time and space work differently for you?
Not so much when I'm with the living. But yes, they're different.
May I ask another?
Yes, you may.
And what do you miss from being alive?
A big question. Too big to answer. Where would I start? I miss all of it.
May I ask another?
Yes, you may.
Did you see God? Have you met angels? What about demons? Who's in charge in the afterlife?
I'm afraid I have no answer for you.
May I ask another?
Yes, you may.
Do you feel pain?
Not physically. I feel anguish. The memory of pain sometimes.
May I ask another?
Yes, you may.
Do you control how you appear to the living? How do you do that?
Some can see me with no effort. To others, it's a choice I make. It's effortless, as easy as opening my mouth to speak.
May I ask another?
Let's leave it there.
We should go. Be careful, Lammy. Please.
I probably should.
Words have power. The right speech at the right moment can change the world.
I heard General Count von Starenberg speak to his troops once. It didn't look like much, but when he spoke, soldiers listened. When all seemed lost, he filled their hearts with courage, hope, and rage against the enemy. That's quite the speech.
What did he say?
I don't know. I don't speak German. Good day to you, Caleb. Busy man.
I'm sorting Ruth's affairs. Should have done it sooner. Couldn't face it. She liked birds. She liked them greatly. I didn't know that. How odd that I would not know it.
How goes it? Are you well?
I am. The scars are healing and the stink is gone. I pray for forgiveness. I pray for my brother. May the Lord grant him a place by his side, though he may be a sinner. As, of course, am I. I shall return to work. Blessed is the shoemaker. Or something like that.
I know about your dealings with Lammy Haskell. Care to fill in the gaps?
Prig of a kid. Thought himself cleverer than he was. So did I. Still, he can keep a secret, I'll grant him that. Didn't see it then, but he was using me. He gave me that ritual, so to see if it'd work.
You dug up the dead and made a puppet from their bones. I'm not sure Lammy's entirely to blame here.
I was desperate. I was grieving. I'd lost everything. Better men than me would do the same, and worse men too.
You tore your own family from their eternal rest. How do you live square with that?
How do I live square? How do you? I've seen your work. I am but a humble sinner, lost in grief. What in the hell are you? I wish to save the woman I loved. What's wrong with that?
You had your chance to save her. You didn't even try. Alexander did that, at least.
Aye. In the moment, my will failed. Alexander's did not. And when I tried to bring her back, 'twas he who did the thing, not I. Twice I fought my brother for the woman I love, but could not force the win. Maybe 'twas not meant to be. Maybe I did not love her.
You lived with her for years. How could you not have known she liked birds? She was even writing a book. It seemed quite beautiful. Did you really not know of it?
I found it in the debris of our house. Now that I think of it, she carried it wherever she went. Was I inattentive, or did she keep it secret? A marriage with secrets is a marriage broken.
Maybe she feared your reaction.
A lover should always keep a little something to themselves.
About her book, I tried to complete what was empty, but with the curse going on, things roam the woods. I'm not fit for this. It was near the shores. If you feel like helping, collecting the 2 remaining feathers should be child's play. I guess. It only lacks crow and gull feathers. Would you do it?
Aye. I'll do it for Ruth. Not for you. I'll leave you in peace, Mr. Watson.
There's no peace for the wicked Mr. Muckraith. You and I both know that.
Suddenly, Caleb Watson cares for his wife's bird book.
Off to banish spectres and pick feathers, then.
Hear that? That spectre's looking for a body. Move, Red!
Brought more friends.
crush you!
Long enough. They brought more friends. Wee Highland kiss for you.
Look to me.
Peter! A feather. Perfect fit for Ruth's book.
Let's find the herring gull one now. Caleb talked about the shores.
Die, you bastard! What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
Make a run for it!
Have a bit of this.
The right words of power may force the nearby specters to show themselves.
Knucklehead!
More fun.
Did we miss a few?
Blasted pest! Teach them not to mess with a Banisher.
Fear the Banishers! Get back up!
They never learn, do they?
Watch out! Spectre possession. Stand and fight!
I think we pushed it up.
This isn't over yet.
Let's get back up.
Call on me. Almost there. This isn't over yet. Hogging all the fun.
Try this on for size.
That song is new. Let's find its owner. I'm with you once more.
There's the feather. It's pretty, Ruth. I like it.
Let's tell Mr. Watson that the job is done.
It's about to shoot.
Standing by.
Don't let it crush you. Ready and waiting.
can't use this one. Thank you.
Anytime.
Take care. The place is warded. The ward's power is gone. Missed me?
Always.
Missed me?
Always.
Have a bit of this. Have some of this.
Away with you!
I'm right here, you know.
God, you're tougher than I gadfly.
Trouble's about.
Back down to hell.
Caleb,
What can I do for you, Mr. McWraith?
here. A complete compendium of the Birds of New Eden by Ruth Watson. It's all there.
Her work is done. I owe you so much. Thank you. From the first to the last, thank you.
I'll leave you in peace, Mr. Watson.
There's no peace for the wicked Mr. McWraith. You and I both know that.
Collecting feathers for a grieving Puritan. What a weird day.
I don't know if he deserved it. But let's say we did it for Ruth.
That corpse is taking aim.
Oh, I am back.
We're not alone.
Oh there! Can I help you?
Doesn't she remind you of Goody Perkins?
Aye, the old lady. She seemed fine.
We should look in on her.
Grenade! More fun!
I think I heard the sound of a gun coming. We shouldn't stay in there.
A wee Highland kiss for you.
See these body parts? Good place to manifest what may linger nearby.
I summon you now! They brought more friends. Your funeral! Have a bit of this.
I take the heart, you take the roots. Did I ever mention how good we are together?
Yeah. It's always good to hear.
This looks like the captain's cabin, frozen in time.
The ship's captain was married to Goody Perkins.
That must be why her ghost lingers here. They must have had a house. Can't be far, if it still stands. The years seem to have spared this place. How strange.
That boat reminds me of Obereen. I went there once. Sat on the quay with my mum and my sisters eating cod and watching the boats.
My father took me fishing. I too would watch the great ships come and go. I'd get restless. He'd give me the squid he'd grilled for his hand lines. I miss him.
The house by the sea. Hepzibah's house.
A lonely place for an old woman alone.
No, it's not here. Where did I put that stupid key?
Good day.
What? Oh. Who are you? I don't know you, do I?
Didn't we meet her ghost?
Good day, ma'am. Red McCraith. We spoke, of late. I'm the Banisher.
Why, yes, I do remember. You're the kind young man, the doctor. Or was it the rat catcher? What can I do for you?
Noticed anything strange lately?
Nothing stranger than usual.
How about lurkers? Shadowy figures, perhaps, seen from the corner of your eye? The feeling that someone was watching you.
No. Why?
Well, here's the thing. I believe you may be haunted by a ghost.
A ghost? Don't be silly. I have rats, maybe. I'm sure I've heard them scrabbling. But they're just rats.
Change the subject. See if it helps.
Did I hear you were looking for a lost key? Would you like me to help you look?
Why, thank you, young man. That will be just fine.
Have you any family, Goody Perkins? A sister, perhaps?
I don't have any relatives left.
Did you have a twin sister?
My memory, sir, is lately like empty pages in the book. But I would surely remember a sister.
A memory is failing.
There's something you should know. In the wrecked hull of a sea vessel, I found your husband's log.
Husband? The very idea. I've known no husband. I'm sorry. The log cannot be right. It must belong to someone else. It must. Right? Yes, it must. I've known no husband, and I'll not hear otherwise.
Not so sure about that.
I'll bid you good day, ma'am.
You take care now, Richard.
Her memory seems muddled.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's find that key. Where could it have gotten to?
Is it just me, or?
I felt it too. Dust, undisturbed.
She mustn't come up here anymore. I'll use a sextant, but I'd prefer a well-drawn map.
It's really not that complicated.
Map. Every time. Oh, I want this for my mantle.
You don't have a house.
If I had a house, I would want this for my mantle.
Nothing interesting here. I feel an echo. This place keeps secrets still.
Is all well? I heard a noise.
Worry not, madam. Not about the furniture, leastways.
That witch put a curse upon my poor husband's boat. He lies dead in the briny deep, and she walks free. I'll not bear it, and nor should you.
Your distress moves me, Mrs. Perkins. I'm very sorry for your loss. And I swear upon my honour as a servant of God, I shall not turn from the truth. You may trust me to deal with Deborah in the appropriate way. Attending that, please put the sickle down, for I fear you'll do one of us an injury.
Goody Perkins was very angry.
And she hated Deborah. Keep looking for the key.
Whale. I saw another like it on the ship. Key's hers. We should return it. Picking up something spectral nearby.
Not here.
Goody Perkins, here's the key.
Key? What key?
The key you were looking for. That key. The key.
I don't know anything about a key. I don't want it. You keep it.
You had a husband. Have you forgotten?
Stop saying that. I've never married.
When he died, you blamed Deborah. One of the widows from your husband's crew wrote to you. What happened?
I know no Deborah. I have no husband. I know no Deborah, and you, sir, are bothering me. Please leave.
We'll get no more from Goody Perkins. Maybe someone at the Harrows will know something.
Look, there. I do believe that's our ghost.
She's leading us somewhere. Let's follow her track.
I don't like ghosts that run away.
Come on then, keep up.
Ugh. I admit I'm surprised. Sweet old harmless Goody Perkins was an absolute hellion.
People change over time. But since her husband died at sea, why blame Deborah for it?
Perhaps she was in pain. Needed someone to blame for the loss of her husband.
Let's ask her ghost.
Back here again.
Maybe we missed something the first time.
Away with you!
Ready and waiting.
Throwing a tantrum, are we?
We need to look for somewhere to cross.
How does an old ship magically become newer? You could kill a fair few whales with one of these.
You're not the type. The spot can't be far. This could be a good spot to cross. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
This could be a good spot to cross. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
This could be a good spot to cross. We need to look for somewhere to cross.
Gone again.
Wait, she led us here. She must have had a reason. Part of the story is waiting to be revealed.
Through time and distance, I now see.
Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness. For I have done this evil in thy sight. Hang me up before the Lord against the sun, that his fierce anger be turned away. Deliver me from my blood guilt. Purge me, and I shall be clean.
Tell me you understand what is going on.
Is she trying to warn us about something? She killed herself out of guilt. But guilt about what? There she is.
I pray she stays there. No more running.
What strangeness is this? Can you really be Goody Perkins?
I can be Hepzibah Perkins, and I am. I know Mr. McWraith, but I don't know you.
I'm Antea Duarte.
I need your help. I do not wish to ask for it, but I must. I have prayed for help, but God has not sent his answer, because I do not deserve an answer. Unless the answer is you. Then God mocks me. But at least he answers.
Why are you here? What draws you to this ship?
It all began and ended here. I have been punished for my sins. But God has given me the chance to right my wrongs. I must take it. I must warn me, her, of the danger. The gates of heaven are closed to me, and the Lord is deaf to my complaint. I've committed the greatest of all sins. I denied the life he gave me. Damnation eternal awaits us both. I must save her from herself.
Life can take you to the darkest places. I know this. I know how tempting a permanent solution to a temporary problem can seem. Yet some consider it the worst of sins. What brought you to it?
God knows. And I would prefer to keep it between he and I.
If you want us to help, we'll need to know.
I just need you to get away from her. Every time you ask her the question, it's one more chance for her to remember.
This is... How can you be alive and dead at the same time?
This is the Lord's punishment. This is his will. I remember the bone-chilling cold as I wandered in the endless darkness. Then, suddenly, his warm and dazzling light enveloped me and brought me back. Here, to where I'd lost my life. This is my penance. Damned to watch, helpless, as I sin against him. Again, and again, and again. But then, I thought perhaps not. Perhaps this is my chance for redemption. For absolution. For salvation.
Your living self seems to have lost her memory. Any idea how?
She has lost her memory because she is haunted. Perhaps this is why God has sent me.
You remember, and she forgets. What happens if it starts to come back to her?
Then she will remember, and I will forget.
This is genuinely fascinating.
If she remembers, I have failed. I am the keeper of her memories, her pain, her faults and her guilt. I protect her from the past to safeguard her future.
You don't protect her, though. You're killing her.
Then she dies without adding to her sins, and I am no longer needed.
We must go now.
Please, save her.
What now?
We go back to the old lady's house and check in on her.
Do you see anywhere that could help?
Keep searching here.
This case is beyond me. What about you?
Charles once told me about a time-traveling ghost. I didn't believe him. Kronos, god of time. This has something to do with the ship.
Well, obviously. Exactly what I was thinking.
The nightmare likes to play with time. No more nights and winter never ending. This may be some sophisticated punishment for Hepzibah. I don't think she's home.
They brought more friends.
Goody Perkins!
Look, the rock. There's an echo here. A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near.
Come on! Won't someone do something? All right, I'll start then. Cowards, you all! We welcomed you, and this is how you reward us. Confess now, woman. Confess the names of your accomplice witches, or be sent back to the rotten hell you worship.
Damn it.
Wish we hadn't seen that.
But we have seen it. Now we know. How bad is it?
She remembers, and soon shall I die.
You took part in the torture and murder of Deborah Comenius. You killed her.
I could not bear the grief of my husband's loss. It turned to anger. I sought a culprit. My rage was blind. I knew Deborah guilty, because I needed her to be guilty. I was not alone in it. I share the blame. But the guilt is all my own.
This mistake, how do we stop you, her, from making it?
Talk to her. She remembers. The curse will be repeated. Her memory returns and she remembers the stone. She remembers the day she killed. The day she killed Deborah. The memory of that sin, of her blood guilt, will drive her to another sin yet worse. I must be stopped.
We must go now.
Please, don't let her do it. Save me from the sin I'll soon commit.
Mrs. Perkins, are you all right?
I have a weight upon me. The stone. The stone. May God forgive me. What have I done? I remember now. I remember everything.
Aye, and I can tell you're upset. It's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, there's more. There's a lot more. The ghost that haunts you is you. It's hoping to stop you doing something that you'll regret.
My ghost! Is this why sadness hangs heavy on my poor heart? Is this how I feel my guilt?
You must live. Please, believe me. The alternative is far, far worse.
I know. But what if that's what I deserve? You're a good soul, sir, and a man of action. Help me. Spare me my misery. I beg you, end it. End it now.
We're banishers. We end hauntings. That's all we do.
I'm a banisher, ma'am. And I'll gladly deal with your ghost. That's all I can do. Mrs. Perkins, it's time.
You heard. Show yourself.
Hepzibah Perkins, as you live and breathe, I know your past, and your future too. I've heard your request.
I see no other way.
There is always another way. But if this will prevent your damnation, I'm happy to serve.
Thank you. You seem a nice young man. I know how much this cost you. Sail towards my end. Land ho, and God bless you, Red McRae. You heard my complaint. Thank you.
That was something.
It won't be the last weird case you have. Trust me. Wards. Think you can fend for yourself? I am warded. I cannot. A ward restrains me. Missed me?
Always.
Sorry, not this time. I maim the corrupted heart. You aim at its roots. I'm with you once more. Easy as pie.
Ah, but you can't cook.
Standing by.
Watch out. Spectre possession.
Away with you!
I think we've hit a nerve.
I think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand. Not today.
Mr. McWraith, good timing. I've a favour to ask you. My old warehouse is invaded by a ghostly plant, and I need something from there.
Seems I'm a gardener now.
Yes, well, I had a man who did this kind of work, but he made a promise to his stick-in-the-mud ghost wife, and I have him no longer. To be fair to you, it's entirely your fault. But I will forgive you. If you bring me back the oil and pigment stored in my overgrown warehouse.
A generous offer. How could I turn it down? May I see your Till we meet again.
You mind your good self, do you hear?
Looks like the teacher is short of books.
Saw your notice. I'll keep an eye out.
All donations gratefully accepted, sir.
What news around and about?
On what subject in particular should I deign to answer?
How goes it since Governor Haskell passed?
Without the governor, we are backsliding. May God soon show us the error of our ways, and may the lesson not be painful.
You're a teacher. You know the young people here. Will Lammy Haskell make a go of being governor?
Lamentation, for we must call him by his name, is a child. We should be governed by a man.
Maybe he'll surprise you.
Pah!
Takes a lot of work to stay this miserable.
How's life in the Harrows then?
Life is test upon trial, upon tribulation, upon ordeal, leading inexorably to a place in paradise at God's right hand. Marcy knew this, and if I were a betting man, I'd wager pounds to pennies that she awaits me there right now.
I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
Look to me.
Have a bit of this.
Something's nearby.
Where is it?
I'm ready to shoot the infested roots after you bruise the heart.
Quick and precise. Well done. There, Phoebe's merchandise.
We Highland guess for you.
Oil and pigment for making paint. How are things? What's new?
Well, now, some say things are going really well and we are saved. Others say things are going terribly badly and we are doomed. I'm just glad things are going at all.
I have your oils and pigment. You've some painting to do?
And that's the plan.
You've had what you needed a while now.
Yes, I bought it for a portrait that haunted me. I never started it. I had some important drinking to do. Can't do that no more. Being sober is so very dull. Best I try to put some colour into it. You taught me that I still had something to lose. Thank you, I suppose. I can't see much happiness in the future, so I shall try to paint it. Perhaps then it may come into being. A happy Ishmael. A happy me. Wish me luck.
Till we meet again.
You mind your good self, do you hear?
Ghost wards. I cannot manifest. I'm back.
At long last.
You're in its sights, Red.
aim for the heart. I'll destroy the roots.
Quick and precise. Well done.
Oh, God. Oh, good Lord. Dear Lord, I need you now. Please, send help.
An unnecessary question, perhaps, but is everything all right?
No, I'm not all right. There are demons in the mill. This is all Haskell's fault. May his wretched soul rest in peace. His leniency brought the devil on us. Now witches will walk the land. But why are you still standing there gawking like a goose? Aren't you a banisher? I told you there are demons.
Aye. Tell me all about these demons and this mill.
There is a mill. It is my mill in which I mill flour to bake my bread. In the mill, there are demons sent by the evil one.
Oh, all right. No need to be an arse about it. I'll look into it.
The mill lies past the barren field and across the bridge. Whatever you can do to help, I would be grateful.
Will you be all right out here?
Will any of us be all right now our governor's gone? Lucy Barrow is dead, and demons walk. God has forsaken us.
I'll take that as a maybe. I'm sorry to learn the alewife has died.
Oh, don't be.
What happened to her?
Danced too close to the devil is what she did. I do not know what happened to her, but her death is not my doing, though it was I who found the body. I shall not miss her.
You will when the ale runs out. You really don't seem to hold her in your heart.
The baker and the alewife both need barley. We made a bargain, spit in hand and shaken on, to share the crop. But she broke the deal, went her own way, cut me out. No, I did not like her.
I should go.
As must I, to the hamlet, I think. God walk with you, Banisher.
Demons and a dead alewife. Haunting case.
Haunting case.
Red, I can't manifest anymore. I can manifest now. Heads up!
Die, you bastard!
it just me, or?
I felt it too.
It's about to shoot. They're feeding off their own rage.
Back down to hell.
Yes, something's here. Much better.
Stop that specter before it possesses the corpse. Get rid of the other specter first.
Get lost, won't you?
You're within gun range, Red. Watch out. Spectre possession.
A wee Highland kiss for you. Have a bit of this.
Dodge it if you can. Make a run for it! I'm right here, you know.
Stay down.
Possession incoming.
Some demons. Need I was expecting an audience with Legion.
Someday, maybe.
No bread. Cottle never mentioned that. Quite the botanist. What does a baker need with all these plants?
Remember the olive bread with rosemary and sage?
I miss Rome. I miss bread. Odd times for Cottle the baker. Seems Cottle was looking for a substitute for barley.
And failing. Looks like Cottle hasn't been able to do his work for quite some time.
Sack race?
You think you can outrun a ghost?
This looks like it was ripped from a herbarium. Phytolaica decandra.
Pokeweed. It's poisonous. I doubt he used it. I hope I'm right. We should go back to the Harrows and talk to him. So a baker is forced out of work, his business partner dies mysteriously, and now the baker is haunted.
That makes him unpredictable. And hysterical, evidently.
I know a lot of people who would be desperate if their work was taken away from them.
Are you talking about the infamous Banisher Antea Duarte?
Be careful. I hear she has a mean streak.
A wee Highland kiss for you. Get back up!
Look to me.
Get back up!
Watch out! Spectre possession.
An enraged spectre is lurking nearby. Why not summon it?
Reveal yourself!
Come back here!
Did we miss a few?
Pulling a fly one. Try this on for size.
Think you could take on a ghost? Can't outrun a ghost. I have another in sight. Crows incoming. Can I join in too?
fight's getting interesting.
Get out of there! Be ready.
Mr. Cotto, are you here?
Did you feel that?
Anyone home?
Right, well, what happened here?
There was a robbery, or someone threw a tantrum.
Oh, it's a miserable life without bread. A key hidden behind a spectral web. Why? Takes dedication to sleep where you work. That or poverty.
My mother treated a baker once. He had the worst cough I'd ever heard. Turns out inhaling flour all day isn't good for your lungs.
Aye, and neither's poverty. Aspen must be the woman Cottle spoke of, the one who trained him.
Perhaps he's lonely here, away from his people.
Despite the barley shortage, Lucy Barrow was brewing ale. Drove Perry mad. Sent him snooping after her.
That, Mr. Cottle, is not the way. Now what else are you guilty of?
Do not touch that, you filthy thief! You! Who are you? What are you doing here? Wait. The Banisher McGrath? Haunted by a ghost? You must be joking.
Mistress Barrow, glad to see you, circumstances notwithstanding. This is my partner, Antea Duarte.
Yes, pleasure to meet you, but never mind that. Perry Cottle stole the key to my alehouse. You have it. I want it back.
Why would Perry Cottle have the key to your alehouse?
He wishes to steal my business, so I hid it from him. There's nothing quite like watching a grown man soil his britches over losing a bloody key. Serves him right. The barley failed. No barley means no flour. No flour means no bread. It drove him mad. It made him mean. I don't easily scare, but he scared me. And I was right. In the end, he poisoned me.
What's your relation to Perry Cottle?
We traded. Pleasantries, foodstuffs. He baked a fine loaf. Mostly we shared the barley crop. I worked with him, now I hate him. When I offered him a fair deal, he threatened me.
He omitted to mention this.
Allow me a moment in which to come to terms with the news that the liar, Perry Cottle, failed to tell the truth.
You know how to brew ale without barley. We know this because Perry Cottle spied you doing it.
For a great baker, he makes a piss-weak spy.
Why not just tell him what the substitute was? You'd have your ale and he'd have his bread.
My hard work rightly deserves payment. My demands were reasonable. I even offered to defer the bill. Everything I have, I earned with the sweat of my brow and the brains in my head, and neither man nor God shall take it from me. Perry Cottle thinks innovation, the fruit of my labour, comes from God, to be shared by all, but especially by Perry Cottle. I am a woman of enterprise, and no one drinks for free. No payment, no deal.
Tell me about the poisoning.
To start, let me tell you about the baker Perry Cottle, who is as mean as he is stupid. Mean, for he would not pay me for my work. Stupid, for he poisoned me before he could get his grubby hands on it.
Are you sure he poisoned you?
We had words. He threatened me. He carried out the threat. It seems cut and dried to me. You don't believe me? See for yourself. You have the key. Go to the alehouse where I died.
Where is it?
Go north, across the bridge, past the fallow fields. But do be careful. I hear it's haunted by the ghost of the poor dead alewife.
We should go.
You should. Work to be done. Chop on.
Looks like Perry Cottle left some details out of his story. Let's go to the alehouse. An odd question, I admit, one dead woman to another. But how are you?
I'm a woman who breathes no more. I'm an alewife who brews no ale. And the baker lives and breathes, though it was his fault. How, friend ghost, do you think I am?
We should go.
Can't get a moment's peace, can you? Even dead, there's work to be done.
If I was her, I'd be angry too. He says one thing, she says the other. Hard to know for sure who's lying.
It takes two. Desperate people do desperate things.
Maybe. Maybe he's just an idiot. I'm ready to shoot the infested roots, after you bruise the heart. target practice.
Like you need it.
Lucy's alehouse, I believe.
A playground for the devil, according to some.
So, what do we have here?
Folk need bread. What do you use in place of the barley? Lucy, Mistress Barrow, please, I beseech you, tell me.
No.
Folk must have bread before they have ale.
I offered you a fair deal. You're the one who turned it down.
Then you leave me no choice. I'll have the secret. I'll not let them starve when there's bread to be had.
You missed your chance. Now go away.
Not the first time we've heard of this deal.
Doesn't change the fact that Perry was furious at Lucy's refusal.
She denied people their daily bread, but business is business.
Keep looking. That's quite the sale. Good thing she had her husband's support. Unmarried alewives don't usually have it so easy. Those concoctions sure are inventive.
She knows her trade.
I know brewers, and this one is talented. A book of poisonous plants with a page torn out.
Let me guess. The Phytolacticandra page is missing. Let's check what was hiding under that ivy.
Lucy Barrow was quite the force of nature.
As a widowed alewife amongst witch-hunting Puritans, she'd have to be.
Exactly. Well-thumbed books. Lucy Barrow's an educated herbalist.
An alewife, fierce and educated. I bet folk were intimidated. And suspicious.
We should search the mill. This door is locked.
Back down to hell.
Eyes peeled.
We missed it.
I might be able to help with that.
I feel like a bloody target practice. Beat it!
Ready and waiting.
Get lost, won't you?
We'll have to stop it spinning first.
I'll look into that. Can't shoot the lock. Not from here, anyway.
That works. Let's go.
Well, quite the operation Mistress Barrow is running. Ah, the governor in his genius given the title alewife to the alewife.
She must have loved that.
This place reminds me of Mother Louse's over on Cheapside. Wonder how the old alewife's doing.
I'm sure she'd be glad to see you back on your feet.
She was a good friend when I needed one. Surprised Perry Cottle found no substitute for Barley.
Some men can't think beyond what they already know. But this, I think, is about wounded pride.
Look at that. It's the drunkard's jackpot.
Don't get excited.
Once upon a time, finding this lot would have made my day. Guessing those orders won't be fulfilled.
Unless Perry takes over the brewing.
Wouldn't be the first time an alewife lost her business to a man. This is the phyto... the pokeweed. What's it doing here? This is our ghost tie, and a memory hangs on it.
Imaradas en tus.
Harry Cottle, is that you creeping once again? You can die first before I give you anything. Best run, Cottle. Have a stick and I'll not hesitate to use it.
She took the Phytolacca instead of the hops.
A sad fate. And a stupid death.
Afraid to lose her individuality, she lost everything instead.
Without her secret ingredient, I still can't make bread.
Quite the collection. Well labelled too.
Lucy Barrows is better organized than my mother.
Harry Cottle, what are you doing in my house, you horrible little man?
Dear Lord, what work of the evil one is this? Lucy Barrow? But... you're dead. I saw your body in the alehouse. The dead return, and you are most surely a witch, yes! Oh, this explains everything.
Oh, for the love of God, just stop your nonsense and explain what the hell you were doing in my alehouse.
I believe I'm the one who needs answers.
Oh, God! Oh, the world is ending, and the Lord must call us to him!
What were you doing with pokeweed, Lucy? If you knew it was poisonous.
I am a herbalist and an alewife. I make things. I have all sorts of poisonous plants. I knew Perry was spying on me, so I led him to believe I was using common weeds in place of barley. I chose pokeweed because it helps women with their monthlies.
Twisted and ingenious. I think I like you.
Perry Cottle stole from me. He found out about the poisonous plant and killed me.
Lucy Barrow, under the pretext of a demand for fair payment, you hoarded a valuable recipe.
That's right. You'd have starved us for the sake of your business. You denied the children of God their daily bread. For business, Lucy, for business. Our Lord God called you to give service to his flock, and you demanded payment?
Let her speak, Mr. Cottle.
If the Lord wished the fruits of my labour, then he should have paid me like anyone else. I worked hard for where I am today. I deserve to succeed. I worked my arse off for it, and you would have me give it away. Not a chance.
Go on then, Mr. Cottle. What were you doing in the alehouse when you found Lucy dead?
I'd not seen her in a moment. I was checking she was well.
You base strain-hardy oaf. You'll not have what's mine. You were checking to make sure I was dead.
I was doing no such thing.
But you were, Mr. Cottle. You spent weeks harassing Lucy here for her recipe. You harangued her so much that in a moment of stress, she made a mistake and accidentally poisoned herself. For that, you are responsible.
Time to set the top on the right bottle, Cottle, you dundering harasser. You windling failure, you sneaking thief.
I never meant to. I am none of those things. She had it coming. Devil worshipper, witch, selfish woman.
To work then. Let's do this, so it's done.
Lucy Barrow, you haunt the baker Perry Cottle, blaming him for your accidental poisoning. That must end.
It was no accident. He poisoned me. He killed me.
No, he didn't. But it matters not. It's over. You're convinced you're right and nothing will change your mind. Soon you'll become dangerous for the living.
Sorry. Time to go.
There is nothing for you.
Without our secret ingredient, I still can't make bread. I thank you, sir, but I require no you're welcome.
Mr. Cottle must come to terms with his mistake.
Mr. Cottle will have to decide what kind of man he is.